welcome back, beautiful humans. I am so happy to be back here on the mat with you all. I know it's been quite some time, but here we are. If you're new here or you don't know me, my name is Tatum. I'm so happy to be here with you. And if you haven't already, go ahead and grab any materials you would like to use in your practice today. I'm going to have a block and a strap close by. And if you'd like to grab any blankets or pillows to get really comfy at the end of your practice, go ahead and grab them now. Additionally, if you'd like music in your yoga practice, I have some playlists linked down below if you want to listen to them in the background. If not, that's totally fine. That's your choice. All right, so we're going to get started in an easy seated pose. If this is not jiving with you today, go ahead and take a wide-legged seated pose, whatever is going to make you feel most comfortable this morning. And just a reminder that this is your practice and you can decorate it however you wish. Please listen to your body and know that each day is different and each side of your body is different. From this seated position, we're actually going to start out with some movement. So let's go ahead and take our hands and place them face down on our knees if we're in easy pose, and face down on our thighs or wherever is comfortable if we're in a wide-legged seated pose. And we're just going to begin by swinging our heart forward on the inhale, and then on the exhale, taking it around back. So these are just seated circles. There's no right or wrong way of doing them. Just flow with your own breath, relax the shoulders, unclench the jaw. Maybe soften the gaze or close your eyes if that feels comfortable, and take a few of these on your own. Begin to switch directions if you haven't already. Again, swinging the heart forward on the inhale and taking it around back on the exhale. Feel free to add any organic movement if you'd like. Very gently begin to come through stillness as you slow the rotation of your spine, and the circles become smaller and smaller until you find your way to stillness. And once you've made your way to that stillness, go ahead, bring the chin down to the chest and gently rock your left ear to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. And if you'd like, you can maintain this movement, rocking the chin across the chest, or you can take it into a full neck circle. If you have any neck injury, please move very slowly, just keeping the chin tucked to the chest. If you're taking full circles, please switch directions. Very gently come back through stillness once again, taking your time, and bring that chin right up onto the horizon. Unclench the jaw, soften the face, relax the shoulders, the spine, and sink into your seat. From our seated position, let's go ahead and take our hands and place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. Again, softening once you arrive with these hands in position. And then go ahead and just feel your breath. Is it in your chest? Is it in your belly? Is it in your side body? And once you've taken note of where you feel that breath, analyze the quality. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it fast? Is it slow? And not trying to change anything, but just note how you breathe on a day-to-day basis. And with this knowledge, let's move forward. Again, relaxing the shoulders if they became tense. And let's go ahead, exhale everything out through our mouth. H-A-ha sound. Begin to inhale through your nose, sending that deep breath all the way down below your belly button as you feel the bottom hand expand out. Pause at the top. Take one more inhale in, and then exhale out through your mouth, that H-A-ha sound. Let it go. Compress all the air out. Pull the belly in. And then without grasping, inhale through your nose. Deep belly breath. Relax the shoulders. Pause at the top. One more inhale. And then exhale, H-A-ha. Let it go. Relax the shoulders. Sink into your seat. Last one, biggest, fullest, deepest breath today. Inhale through the nose, deep belly breath. Send it down below the belly button. And then exhale, completely release. Relax the hands, relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Pause here. Very, very slowly and gently, let's place one hand over our heart and then the other. If you'd like, you can softly bow your head and close your eyes as we take this moment to set an intention for our practice, maybe our day, our week. And if no intention is coming to mind, mine today is to soften, to allow grace and ease in and out of my day and interactions with humans. Once you've set that intention, let's go ahead and release our hands and bring our chin right back up onto the horizon. Let's kick our legs out here. Give them a nice little wiggle from side to side. If you want to gently tap your legs, give them a nice little massage, whatever you need to do. And let's go ahead, take some wrist circles, ankle circles. Maybe try to switch directions. And once you've felt satisfied with this movement, let's go ahead and just sweep our legs around from either side, making our way into a tabletop position. So our wrists are right underneath our shoulders and knees are right underneath our hips. And we're going to make our way into a few cat-cows. So inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, hips lift. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin towards the chest. Really press through the palms of the hands to stretch out the shoulder blades. Then an inhale will take you back to cow, belly drops. Getting the full arch of the back, not just the head movement. And then the exhale will take you back to cat. Go ahead and take a few of these on your own, at your own pace, and with your own breath. Feel free to add any organic movement, shifting from side to side, pressing back to child's pose, whatever you need today. Go ahead and take it. Move slowly if you're not familiar with the movement. Very slowly begin to make your way back through your tabletop position. And we're gently going to make our way into our first downward facing dog of our practice. So whenever you're ready, go ahead, walk your hands one palm's length out from where they're at right now. Tuck your toes and begin to press your hands and feet into the earth. Lift the knees and send the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Once you've arrived, go ahead, take any movement that you need. Shift your hips from side to side, pedal out your feet, wag your tail, shake your head yes, shake your head no, whatever you need today. And if downward facing dog is not working for you today, then we can come on back down to a tabletop position and just take our hands out long, extending our hands towards the top of our mat and bowing our head down. So this is like a little puppy pose, but there's nothing wrong with it. So go ahead and stay here and take this alternative at any point in time if you need to. Once you've taken any movement and feel comfortable, let's go ahead and find some stillness in our downward facing dog. And come into your breath. Maybe your lips are sealed and you're inhaling and exhaling out through your nose. Slow it down. Press those hands into the earth. Spread all fingers wide. Feel the toes pressing and gripping to the earth. And take a slight bend in your knees if you're in the full downward facing dog. The heels don't have to touch the earth. Relax the shoulders. Maybe send the hips up and back just a little bit more. Let's all go ahead, exhale wherever we're at. And then inhale through your nose, deep belly breath, again sending it down below the belly button. Pause at the top. One more inhale. And then exhale, ha, completely release. Let it go. Take one more inhale, come high up onto those toes. And on your exhale, step, walk, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing, Tadasana. And then exhale, come back down, forward fold. And we'll stay here in this forward fold for a few rounds of breath. Begin to make yourself comfortable in your forward fold if you haven't already. You can take your feet out as wide as your hips or wider. You can take this into a rag dog, gorilla, or hands underneath the shoulders, whatever you would like. This is yogi's choice. My favorite is to interlace all 10 fingers behind the back of my head, so it allows my neck to relax a little bit more. Just remember to take your gaze directly back behind you so the crown of your head or the top of your head is facing towards the floor. And this is just a gentle reminder to keep a generous bend in your knees. The point of a forward fold is to lengthen the spine, not get your legs stick straight. If you'd like, begin to roll the weight to the balls of your feet, taking those hips up a little bit higher. If you feel a little uncomfortable here, you can take your fingertips towards the earth or bring some blocks underneath your hands for a little added support. Take a couple more rounds of breath here on your own. And very gently, when you're ready, release any grip that you have and slowly roll all the way up to standing at the top of your mat, standing in Tadasana or mountain pose. From Tadasana, we're going to make our way into a few sun salutations. So when you're ready, let's take our feet together, our hip width distance. On your first inhale, arms will sweep up, all the way up over our head, full deep inhale. And then exhale, hinge from your hips, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back, gaze can be straight down at the floor. Roll the weight to the balls of the feet. And then exhale, completely release. Plant your hands on the ground and step back into a low plank. Let's all take our knees down to the earth. Hands are underneath our shoulders, elbows are pulled in, and let's slowly lower all the way down towards the mat. Releasing onto the mat, the face can come down. Let's slide the heels of our hands back by our low ribs. Pull the elbows in. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Pause here and breathe at the top. Gaze is straight down at the mat, if you'd like, or just above the edge of your mat. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, long spine. And then exhale, completely release, keeping the hands right where they are. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Tops of feet are pressed into the mat. Gaze is down at the floor. Pause and breathe. And then exhale, release. Inhale, 1 more time. Lift up, low cobra. Weight is light in the hands. Doesn't need to be the biggest back bend ever. And exhale, come all the way back down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's press through a tabletop. Take 1 or 2 cat-cows here, any organic movement. And then when you're ready, walk your hands 1 palm's length from where they're at right now. Tuck your toes and make your way into your downward facing dog of your choice. Once you arrive in your downward facing dog, go ahead, take any movement that you need. And then through stillness, let's go ahead, inhale, come high up onto those toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins, gaze is down at the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arms can reach up overhead. And then exhale, hands come down by our sides, Tadasana. All right, 1 more round, just like that. So when you're ready, inhale, arms reach up over our head. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from your hips. Soft bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins. Roll the weight to the balls of your feet. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back. High or low plank this time, it's your choice. I'm going to come into a high plank and lower halfway down. Elbows by my side, and then inhale, swing my heart forward, upward facing dog, flipping over my toes, pressing the tops of feet on my mat. I'm going to stay here and breathe for 2 breaths, pressing my palms into the earth, pulling my shoulders down away from my ears, and lifting those legs up off the earth. Breathe, and then on your exhale, swing back, downward facing dog. Or if you are in that low cobra, you can take it into a cat-cow, into a downward facing dog. It's your choice. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog of our liking. Once you've taken some movement in either your cat-cow or downward facing dog, let's go ahead, inhale, come high up onto those toes. Exhale, bend the knees and step, walk, or hop to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, very slowly, rise all the way up to standing. Keeping those arms up in the air, breathing. Let's go ahead, take our left hand and grab our right wrist. Inhale, lift up out of our hips, and then exhale, hips to the right, hands to the left. Reaching and breathing down our right side body here. Opening up our chest, so opening up that right elbow, right shoulder. Maybe gaze comes towards the sky or down towards the floor, whatever feels best on your neck. Feeling it from the ankle to the pinky. Maintain that breath. And then next inhale, come back through center. Readjust. And then switch your grip, so grabbing the left hand with your right. Inhale, reach up and out of those hips. And then exhale, hips to the left, hands to the right. Opening up your left shoulder here. Breathing down the left side body. Again, from the ankle to the pinky. And then when you're ready, inhale, come back through center, release your grip, and then exhale, cactus, open the arms, lean back. Then inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, hands come down by your side. Go ahead, shake out your feet, shake out your hands. Shake from side to side, twist it out, whatever you need to do. Get the wiggles out, jump up and down. And then gently find a little bit of stillness at the top of your mat, standing in Tadasana. From Tadasana, we'll go ahead, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Relax the shoulders down, and then exhale, sink the hips back, chair pose. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, sink through the hips. One more time. Inhale, lift through the chest. Lift the arms. Exhale, sink through the hips. Let's go ahead, bring the hands onto the horizon here. And on our inhale, fingertips will reach forward onto the horizon. And on the exhale, left hand stays forward. Exhale, right hand drops down and back. Twist to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Right hand comes back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand drops down and back. Inhale, come back through center. Both hands reach forward. Exhale, right hand drops down and back. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left hand drops down and back. All come back through center. And very slowly bring your hands to your hips. And then we're going to shift our weight to our right side, into our right foot, and then take a big giant step back with our left, making your way into Warrior Two. Before we take the arms out, check the feet, right ankle under right knee, left leg is strong and straight, back behind us. We have a big wide stance. Your feet aren't glued to the mat, so you can move them at any time. Let's take the arms out like a T. Inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, roll them back and down your back. Shoulders are over our hips. And then when you're ready, inhale, glide forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior, keeping that front knee bent. Pause and breathe. One breath here. And then when you're ready, inhale, straighten that front right leg, reverse triangle. Breathing here down the right side. Once again, micro bend in the right knee. Next inhale, we'll come back through center. Warrior Two. Bending the front knee. And then we'll all straighten our legs, all 10 toes turn towards the left edge of our mat. Left toes turn back out. Warrior Two on the left side. Inhale, lift and reach. And then exhale, come down, making your way into your Warrior Two. Again, checking your stance here. So making sure that left ankle is underneath the left knee. Right leg is strong and straight. You have a big wide stance here. Shoulders over hips and sinking down through the hips. Front left leg working parallel to the earth. Again, arms out on the horizon like a T. Inhale the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down your back. Pause and breathe. Next, inhale, glide forward, and then exhale, reverse your warrior, keeping the front left knee bent here. Breathe down the left side as you pause. And then when you're ready, next inhale, straighten that front left leg, reverse triangle here, still reaching back. Right hand is soft on the right leg, or maybe you have it in a bind. And then when you're ready, gently make your way back. Warrior Two, arms release onto the horizon, sinking low through the hips. And then inhale, straightening the legs, all 10 toes, turn back to the long edge of your mat, left side. Prasarita Padottanasana. Let's go ahead, inhale the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, squat low. Let's go ahead, maybe bring the feet back in a little bit, goddess stance. Toes out, heels in, and then just gently shift from side to side. It doesn't have to be a total goddess stance. We're just trying to wake up the inner lines of the legs here. So take your time, add any organic movement again here if you'd like. And then once you've felt satisfied, find a little bit of stillness, still squatting low. And then on your next inhale, stand all the way up, big old star pose, reach your hands towards the sky, take a big morning stretch here. On your exhale, let the arms release, heels release, wiggle it out, shake around if you need to. And then turn all 10 toes towards the front of your mat and step the left foot forward to meet the right into Tadasana. From Tadasana, we're going to make our way down towards the earth once again. So let's inhale the arms up over our head. Take a back bend if you need to. And then exhale, forward fold. And then gently take the hands, bend the knees, and come all the way down towards the floor. We're going to come on down to our bellies just for a moment here. Take a little locust. So when you're ready, let's reach our hands back down behind us. And let's bring our face down towards the earth. And when you're ready, take an exhale wherever you're at. Inhale, lift the head, neck, chest, legs, arms up off the earth. Breathe here. Don't hold your breath. Take one more inhale, lift up. And then exhale, gently release. Gaze towards the right if you'd like. You can windshield wipe your legs or rock your hips. We'll take one more just like that. So let's bring the nose back down towards the earth. And when you're ready, exhale. And then inhale, lift up, go up, reaching those toes back behind you. Gaze is straight down towards the floor. Really use those back muscles. Still breathing. Don't hold the breath. Toes are lifting. Reach up, go up. One more time. Inhale. And relax, release. Gaze towards the left, windshield wiper the legs, rock your hips. Very slowly, let's make our way into a child's pose here. Child's pose of your choice. You can have the knees together, knees apart. If you'd like, you can take a blanket under your knees. Roll out the wrists here if you'd like. Rock the head from side to side. Slow down the breath. And send it into the backside body. Unclenching the jaw and returning to your intention. From your child's pose, gently lift up to a tabletop. And then we're going to sweep our legs around, coming to a seated position. We're making our way into fish pose, a little upper back bend here. So if you'd like, let's go ahead, take our feet together. And you can stay in a staff pose if you'd like, maybe just leaning back in a staff pose if fish does not feel good to you today. So that would just mean don't lean so far back onto your elbows. We'll keep ourselves lifted. So with our fish pose, we're going to bring our legs together and point our toes towards the front of our mat. Then our hands are going to come right underneath our bum here, just the fingertips. So the fingertips are facing towards the front of our mat as well. And then drop back onto each of our elbows. And we're going to roll our shoulders underneath us. So we're really going to puff out our chest towards the sky. And you can either keep your chin tucked or you can drop your head back. It's your choice. And we'll pause here and breathe, sending the breath all the way down into your belly here. If you'd like, you can take a few rounds of breath and then exhale, H-A-ha out through your mouth. You can even stick your tongue out for some lion's breath. Get weird with it, whatever's going to feel good today. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead. If your head is dropped back, bring the chin towards the chest. And then slowly press one elbow up at a time, rolling up. And then let's gently bend our knees, bringing them towards our chest, and then roll onto our back like a little roly-poly, and then roll from side to side, up and down. And then option here to take it into a happy baby if you'd like, or it's yogi's choice. If you want to work on something else today, this is your opportunity. So go ahead and take it now. You can work on a headstand, shoulders stand, legs up the wall. whatever you'd like. If you're in a happy baby with me, you can rock from side to side. You can even bring the soles of the feet together to stretch out the inner lines of the legs a little bit more. And then when you've felt satisfied with any of your last poses or movements, go ahead and make your way into a resting pose of your choice. From my happy baby, I'm going to pull my knees into my chest, give myself one more good squeeze in, and then completely release into a big giant star pose. And you can go ahead and get comfortable here. Make it your own. You don't have to be in a traditional pose if you don't want to, if it's uncomfortable. And once you have arrived, go ahead, release any breath work that you have been working on. And then begin to soften. Soften through the back side body. And then allow the front side body to follow. Release any tension in the brow, in your cheeks, in your jaw. Allow the eyelids to become heavy, the arms to become heavy, the hands to follow, and the fingers to relax as the legs shut off, the hips sink into the surface, the ankles relax, and the feet are still. Letting any thought just float in and out like the ebb and flow of the ocean. Feel free to stay here as little or as long as you'd like. If you'd like to stay here a little bit longer, go ahead and pause the video now. If you're ready to get up and get moving, you can begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe take a big morning stretch once again, reaching the toes and hands in opposite directions. On a big deep inhale, and on your exhale, let it go. Pause. And very gently begin to roll onto your favorite side, cradling your head in your arm. And very slowly begin to make your way up to a comfortable seated position of your choice. Once you arrive, note if it feels a little bit better than when we arrived in this position in the beginning of class. And then let's all take our hands over our heart once again. So placing one hand over our heart and then the other. Bow your head or gently close your eyes. Return to your intention that you set in the beginning of your practice. And note whether it's time to let it go or carry it throughout the rest of your day, your week, or even your weekend. Thank you again so much for joining me today, lovely humans. I am so happy to be back here with you. And just a quick reminder that your mental health matters and community matters. We're all in this together, so let's be kind to one another and do the best we can. I will see you all next week on the mat. So for now, be kind, be good, and I'll see you later.